Welcome to today's broadcast of Carroll High School Athletics. This is CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. Now, here are your Carroll Chargers.
Hello and welcome to a broadcast, CSBN broadcast of your Carroll Chargers JV boys basketball team taking on the Norwell Knights, their JV basketball team. The starting lineups for Norwell, the visitors, are number 12, David Vogel will start at guard. Actually, not guard, he will start at forward. Number 15, Brett Bales. Number 20, Austin Detmer. Number 32, Cale Schum. And number 40, Brian Bollinger. Now for the starters for your Carroll Chargers. At guard, number 21, Jonathan McKeeman. Also at guard, number 23, Cody Sheff. And at another guard, our third guard, is number 11, Tony Orr. And our two forwards are number 35, Blake Converset, and number 41, Tyler Gutierrez. We welcome you back here to the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, where we're bringing you the JV game, Carroll versus Norwell, and we're ready for the tip here. And the ball is up, and Norwell will control the tip. Number 40 takes it to the point. That is Brian Bollinger. Number 15, Brett Bales, will be fouled by number 23, which is Adam Freiberger, which I would also like to correct myself there, that Adam Freiberger will be starting, not Cody Sheff. Number 11 takes a three for Norwell, and that misses. The rebound will go to Carroll. And on a fast break, number 21 will lose control of the ball, and it will be out on Carroll, and the ball will go back to Norwell. Number 12 of the Knights, David Vogel, will inbound it to number 15, Brett Bales, and he'll take it up the floor, set up a play. Carroll's in a man-to-man defense as usual, and drive to the basket, and Carroll will commit another foul, and that foul will be on number 21, which is Jonathan McKeeman. Number 41, Keller Gutierrez. That is his first foul, the team's second. A shot by Norwell goes up, it's no good, but the rebound, it will go to Carroll. And they will take it to the floor. Number 23, Adam Freiberger with the ball, and he will take a shot and make it. That's the first 2 points of the game for Carroll, and it's 2-0. Number 12 of the Norwell Knights, David Vogel, will pass it off, and number 15, Brett Bales, will take a shot and drain it, and that'll tie up the game at 2. It'll be passed off to Adam Freiberger, and inside to number 35, Brett Converset. Back out to the top. They're looking for someone to pass it to. They get it to Blake Converset, and he will pass it out to the three-point, and they'll take a three-point shot, and it will not fall. Norwell will take it back up the floor. They're pushing it. Brett Bales will pass it off, and Norwell loses it out of bounds, but it's off of Carroll, so Norwell will retain possession. Norwell will inbound it to... it is almost stolen by Carroll, but instead Norwell will take a three, but that will miss, and Carroll gets the rebound. Strong rebound by number 41, Tyler Gutierrez, and it will be taken up the floor by number 11, Tony Orr. Passed out to the wing, and down on the baseline, and back out to the top of the three-point line, over to Tony Orr again, and he is over on the baseline, and it'll go into Gutierrez, and he will take the shot and make it. Strong move by Gutierrez. The ball's taken up the floor by Norwell, and Bales will pass it off inside to number 32, who will miss the shot. It's rebounded by Keller Gutierrez. And up the floor, a fast break goes Carroll, and they will call a travel there. Too many steps by Brian Orr. Excuse me, Tony Orr. I'll get these names straight eventually, I'm sure. Norwell inbounds it to number 20, and will pass it back up to their point guard, Brett Bales, and he will dribble around the top end. He is stuck, but he can get it off to David Vogel, who will pass it over to the wing, and number 20 will take the shot, but it will bounce off the rim, and Carroll gets the rebound. They're pushing the tempo, and get it over to number 20, and he will fall, and that will be called a travel on Carroll, and they'll turn it over again. 2:58 left to go in the first quarter here. The score is 4-2 with Carroll in the lead. Norwell inbounds it to number 20 and passes it back to their point guard, who has set up the offense. He does a lot of dribbling, but he's definitely a very good ball handler. Out to the baseline to shoot a three, and they will miss that one as well. Carroll does not come up the rebound, but it will go out of bounds off Norwell, and it will be Carroll's ball. It's inbounded to number 21, Jonathan McKeeman, who will set up the play. And before they pass the half-court line, it'll be passed off to number 11. And they will put it out to Keller Gutierrez on the wing, but he will miss the wide-open jump shot. Passes it back inside to Keller Gutierrez and back to number 35. And back out on the three-point line, number 23, Adam Freiberger will take the shot, but he will miss it. Score remains 4-2 with 2:11 left in the first quarter. Carroll playing very good defense, but the offense hasn't quite come together yet, and that will be a foul on number 11, Tony Orr of the Chargers, reaching foul. That is the third foul on the team, and Tony Orr's first foul. Norwell is getting some players in. Also, number 45, Dan Cabins, will come in for number 35, Blake Condorcet. Norwell takes a shot and makes it and ties up the game. That is a two-point basket by David Vogel. And that will be the basket and the foul. So a chance for a three-point play for John McKeeman, and he will shoot a free throw here. That is the first foul on number 40 of the Norwell Knights, Brian Bollinger, and that's also the team's first foul. The free throw is good, and the score is 7-4. Carroll in the lead. Number 30 of the Norwell Knights, Joe Radsdorf, will check in for number 40, Brian Bollinger. And Norwell will take it out of bounds. Carroll will apply a little bit of pressure, full court pressure here. And it looks like one more player will check in for the Chargers. Number 5, Chris Terry, will check in for number 11, Tony Orr. Not an intense full court press, but just enough to put a little bit more pressure on Norwell maybe. And shot by Norwell is no good, but they get the rebound, pick it back up, and that shot is good, bringing the score back down to 7-6. It's passed off to the wing, and they dribble it back up to the top, and it's back on the wing again to the top, and number 5 of the Carroll Chargers passes it back off to number 23. And number 21 is double teamed in the corner, but gets it down low into number 45, back outside. Open was Keller for a second, but he will pass off to the sideline for another 3, but that one will be no good. Bales will take it up the floor for Norwell Knights. Not a very high-scoring first quarter here, but the defense has been very good, but offenses have struggled shooting on both sides. That'll be out of bounds on Carroll. Norwell will retain possession. Blake Condorcet will check back in for Keller Gutierrez. Number 12 for the Norwell Knights will inbound it, and they will get it into... Oh, they do not get it in, but it's out on Carroll, so the Norwell Knights will retain possession. 54.8 seconds left in the first quarter here. Austin Detmer will re-enter the game for the Norwell Knights, replacing Brett Bales. Norwell will end up bound it down low, but they mishandle it and almost gets taken by Carroll, but they're able to scrap on the floor for it. And they pass it out to the wing and get a shot, so that will give Norwell the lead with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Strong drive to the inside. It's a very strong move to get the layup there, and that will give Carroll the lead once again. 9-8, 30 seconds left to go in this quarter. Norwell with the ball. Austin Detmer will pass it off and get it stolen by the Chargers. And Adam Freiberger will pass it off to Chris Terry, who will pass it off to Jonathan McKeeman at the top of the three-point line. Passes it down low inside, but number 35 is double teamed, but he gets his own rebound, still not able to make it. 2 shots missed there down low. 3 seconds left in the first quarter, and Norwell will put it up, but no good. And that is the end of the first quarter. This is Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, your home for Charger Sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back. We're on CSBN. We're watching the JV game of the Carroll Chargers versus the Norwell Knights. Carroll has the ball at the beginning of the second quarter. Blake Condorcet will pass it off and get it down low, out to the three-point line, and finally one of the threes goes down for Carroll, and that's number 21, Jonathan McKeeman. They'll make the score 12-8 as we start the second quarter here. And that ball gets loose, but somehow ends up back in the hands of the Norwell Knight, but his shot is blocked. Jonathan McKeeman will take it back up the floor. He's at the top of the key, and pass it off back to Jonathan McKeeman. They'll get it down low, and but the ball lost by Carroll, out of bounds. It will be Norwell's ball. Looks like we have a sub coming in for Norwell. Brett Beer will enter the game for number 32, Cale Schum. The ball will be inbounded to number 20, Austin Detmer, and he will take over the point guard duties for now and pass it off to number 12, well guarded by Chris Terry. Passes it over to the wing. Back over to the wing after being passed down low. And Jonathan McKeeman on a fast break, and the ball will be stripped from him, but it will remain Carroll's ball. Number 11, Tony O will re-enter the Carroll lineup for Adam Freiberger, and it will be inbounded by Carroll. Looks like Chris Terry will inbound the ball. He will get it in, having to go to the other side of the court to get it into Jonathan McKeeman. They'll get it down to Dan Cabins, but back out to the top, over to Tony Orr. And they get it back over to Jonathan McKeeman, and he gets it down inside. A strong move, but they will call a foul on the floor on Norwell. That will be the second foul on Norwell, and the first foul on Brett Beer. Carroll inbounds it to Dan Cabins, but he is unable to make the shot. Norwell will rebound the ball, passes it up ahead, and too hard of a pass, and that will go out of bounds over the head of the Norwell Knight player, and Carroll will regain possession of the ball. Jonathan McKeeman will take it up the floor, get signed to his coaches there, and he will set up the play. After passing it off, it gets back to Jonathan McKeeman, and he will pass it up to Terry. So he'll get it back to Jonathan McKeeman, puts it down low to Cabins. unable to get an open shot, but Terry will have an open shot, and that shot will be missed, and it will be called a foul on, appears to be a foul on Carroll, number 45, so that will be a foul on Dan Cavins, his first foul, the team's fourth foul of the half. Norwell inbounds the ball, and Brett Bales is back in the game, playing the point. Very strong ball handler, but very, very well guarded by Tony Orr. He'll pass it off to number 22, excuse me. Back to Brett Bales. He dribbles around the three-point line, passes it off to David Vogel. They get it down low, but unable to get a shot down there. It's back out on the three-point line. But a travel will be caught on Norwell, and Carroll will regain possession of the ball once again. Adam Freiberger will re-enter the game, as well as Color Gutierrez for the Carroll Chargers. The ball is inbounded to Adam Freiberger, who will take it down the court. Pass to Jonathan McKeeman. The Norwell player overruns him, but it doesn't hurt them in that case. And a travel by Carroll. That's a travel on Adam Freiberger, and another turnover for Carroll. And they are having a lot of turnovers right now. And, I mean, so is Norwell, but this is a rather sloppy game right now on both sides. Halfway through the second quarter, this is a 12-8 game. So not very high scoring at all. With some very good defense being played. And that is a steal by Carroll, and they will get it ahead to number 11, Tony Orr, and he is fouled hard, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. That'll be the third foul on Norwell, and the first foul on Brett Bales to the Norwell Knights. The first free throw is up, and it is good by Tony Orr. Not many free throws being shot at all early on in the game. That's only the second free throw for either team. Norwell's yet to shoot a free throw, and those are very important to get down low and try to get those shots. The second free throw is good by Orr. Chris Terry will re-enter the game for Jonathan McKeeman, give him a little bit of a rest. Norwell inbounds the ball to Brett Bales. A little bit of pressure by Carroll, but just enough to kind of disturb Norwell a little bit. Nothing to steal the ball. But Brett Bales will continue to dribble. Very good at that, as I've mentioned before. They will pass it off to his teammate on the wing, who gets well guarded, and he gets it passed off inside. A timeout by Norwell. And you are listening to CSBN Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network. We'll be back right after this. And we are back. Norwell inbound the ball, but that will go over the heads of number 32, but they will be able to retain possession. That's going to be a foul on Tony Orr. And that will be his second foul, and the team's fifth. Orr will stay in the game, and it will be inbounded by Norwell, having issues inbounding it though. And that will be a 5-second call on Norwell, and Carroll regaining possession of the ball. Very good defense. Jonathan McKeeman will come back into the game. And Adam Freiberger will inbound it to Jonathan McKeeman, and we will take it up the court. A good screen by Color Gutierrez. And they get it down low, and a travel will be called. Not planting his feet there is Blake Converset. So Norwell will get the ball once again. And turnovers really have plagued Carroll so far. A lot of travels, more than you would really expect in the first couple quarters here. But they do have a 6-point lead, and make that a 3-point lead as number 20 of the Norwell Knights, Austin Detmer, makes a 3-pointer on the wing. Jonathan McKeeman will pass it over to number 23, gets it over to number 41. We back out to Jonathan McKeeman, back over to Adam Freiberger, and he will get trapped in the up by the half-court line and throw it away as it's stolen by Norwell. But it will go back into Carroll's possession after what is a charge on Norwell. That'll be a foul on Cale Shum, his first foul, and the team's fourth foul of the half. Jonathan McKeeman takes the ball up again. Terry is on the wing and passes it back to Freiberger, passes it to Keller. Gutierrez. It's back over to Jonathan McKeeman, who will take it back out to the top of the three-point line. It's back out to Freiberger, into Gutierrez, but he's on the top of the key. He will dribble in. Strong move, but blocked. Very good block. All ball right there. No way to question that. Wide open for Brett Bales, right by the basket, and he will make the layup to make this back to a one-point game. The score's 14-13 with 1:06 to go in the half. Carroll will get it across the half-court line. It's over to Jonathan McKeeman, and he will get it inside, and that will be a foul on, here's the number 22 of Norwell, Brett Beer. And it is on number 22, and that will be his second foul, and the fifth foul of the team. Blake Conversay will shoot a pair of free throws here. He makes the first. We'll have one more following. Dan Cavins will enter the game for Keller Gutierrez. The second free throw is up, and it is good. Carroll perfect on the free throws so far tonight, and that's definitely very important when you come down to the end of the game, especially in the game that's as close as this one is right now. Important to make those free throws, and Carroll has definitely cashed in so far. Brett Bales will pass it off to David Vogel, and he will take the three-point shot, but way short. Barely hitting the rim there, but it will be rebounded by Norwell, and a wide-open Norwell player, but wild pass, and they unable to corral it. It'll go off on Norwell. Carroll take the ball. Jonathan McKeeman has the ball. He'll take it up the court. 33 seconds to go in the half, and Carroll will finally get it across the half-court line. A foul on Brett Bales will be called, and a little bit too in the face of Freiberger. And that will be the sixth foul on the team. Only 28 seconds left to go in the half. And Carroll will stack it up near the half-court line and get it into Jonathan McKeeman. Just try to set up one last play here. They get it over to Terry. He's double-teamed, but he's able to get the ball out of that. Back over to Terry. Over to Jonathan McKeeman, and over to Freiberger, who will pass it out to three-point line. And Jonathan McKeeman take a three, but unable to make it. Rebound, Carroll. 3 seconds left to go in the half. They'll take a shot. That's a two. It's no good. And that will be the end of the half. Carroll's leading 16-13. 3-point lead over the Norwell Knights. And that will do it for the first half. This is Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hey, and welcome back to CSBN. You're listening to the broadcast of the JV boys basketball game between your Carroll Chargers and the Norwell Knights. This is going to be the start of the second half. The score is 16-13, Carroll on top. And the leading scorer in the first half was Jonathan McKeeman, who had 8 points. And for the Norwell Knights, 2 players, Brent Bales and Vogel, both had 4 to lead the Knights. And Norwell will have possession first in the second half. And Brent Bales will set up the play. Pass it off to Vogel, who's guarded by Freiberger. Back to Brent Bales. And dribble up on top. Over to the wing and back to the top of the three-point line. That'll get inside, but a bad pass will turn it back over to Carroll. They almost lose it, but able to hold on to the ball. Jonathan McKeeman will put it out to Freiberger, who will shoot the three from the side of the court, but it will miss, and Norwell will get the rebound. Brent Bales will drive toward the inside, but unable to do so completely. He'll pass it back out to the three-point line. Back to Brent Bales, and he will pass it to the baseline. Almost lost, but able to get it inside, and that will be a basket for number 32, Cale Shum, and that will hold Norwell to within 1 point of Carroll. Jonathan McKeeman passes off to Braxton Willis, back up to Freiberger, and back to Jonathan McKeeman, who will pass it over to Braxton Willis again. A foul will be called on Norwell for pushing the back down low. That foul will be on number 20, who is Austin Detmer. That's his first foul, the first foul for Norwell at the half. Carroll will inbound it to Keller Gutierrez, and he will get the shot underneath and make that. The score is 18-15. Brent Bales will pass it off to Vogel. He'll take the three from the corner. That's short, and Carroll gets the rebound. Jonathan McKeeman pushes it up the floor, passes it over to Freiberger, who gets stripped as he goes inside. The ball is back to Norwell. Brent Bales will push it up the floor very quick and put up the wild shot, but somehow that goes in. Kind of a talented shot there by Vogel, and Jonathan McKeeman will make a bad pass, throw it away, but as soon as that happened, Carroll retakes the ball when a Norwell player was unable to hold on to it. Braxton Willis will take the ball on the wing and drive to the key, but unable to go further. Passes it back out to the three-point line. Jonathan McKeeman has it on top again. It's over to Braxton Willis, who will drive the baseline but get it stripped. It will be Carroll's ball still as the ball goes out of bounds. A 1 point game here with Carroll on top with 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Carroll inbounds it and gets it up top. Braxton Willis will take the ball on the wing, pass it back out top to Freiberger. Passes over to Jonathan McKeeman, who's open on the sideline, but that will be a little bit too short for the three-pointer, and that will miss, but Carroll will get the rebound. Passes back out to Braxton Willis. He fakes the three, but does not take it. Passes it out to Jonathan McKeeman. Back to Freiberger, and Braxton Willis will drive hard inside, but gets stopped, loses the ball, and Brent Bales will take it, push up the floor, but nearly stolen by Carroll, and that'll be a reach-in foul on Blake Converse, say. And that will be his first foul, and the first foul on the team as well. Norwell inbounds it and gets it back to Vogel. Over to Brent Bales, puts up the shot, not fouled amazingly there, but the shot will miss. Rebound Norwell. Norwell takes the three, but that's a little bit short from the top of the three-point line. And Jonathan McKeeman will get the rebound, take it down for Carroll. Open shot for number 35, Blake Converse, will fall beautifully. And Norwell will try to take it back up the court again. Good screen by Norwell, allows Bales to get free a little bit, but as he passes it off, number 12 will be fouled by the Chargers, and that will be a foul on number 41, Cargadares, and that will be his second foul. Number 15, Tanner Gender, will enter the game for Carroll. And Norwell will take a shot from the three-point line, but that will miss. Hilliard here is with the rebound. Pass it off to Jonathan McKeeman to take step to the court. He'll set up the offense and passes it over to Tanner Gender. Passes it back to Braxton Willis. Over to Jonathan McKeeman again. Takes it inside to Converse there. Back outside. Braxton Willis will take the three, and that is no good as it bounces off the rim. A lot of threes being taken by Carroll. A couple have gone in, but not many, and that would be a strong drive to the hoop by Norwell's number 20, Austin Detmer, for 2 points for Norwell. And this has been a very close game all the way through. The 1 point game right now. Keller Gutierrez goes to the hole, gets the shot and the foul. He will be going to the three-line to shoot one free throw. Chance for a 3-point play. And Carroll's been very good about not letting Norwell just get over that hump. They can get within one, and then Carroll's able to score again, so that's good. They definitely want to be able to build a little bit of a lead here. They can push the lead to 4 if they can keep their streak of free throws going here. And Gutierrez will put up the shot, and it is good. Dan Cavins will re-enter the game for Carroll Gutierrez. Norwell will inbound the ball to their point guard, Brent Bales. He'll take it up the floor. Little pressure by Tanner Gender. Carroll's been playing very good defense, and that would be a travel on the Norwell Knights. We'll turn it back over to Carroll. But Carroll's defense, like I said, has been very good. They've been pretty good about not getting their hands in the way of defenders, but defending people very, very closely, which has allowed them to stay with people, and especially with Brent Bales, keeping him on the three-point line and unable to penetrate like it seems to be wanting to do. That's over to Braxton Willis. He'll take the three, no good once again, and that will be out of bounds on Carroll, and the ball will go over to Norwell. With 1 minute to go in the third quarter, Carroll holds a 4-point lead, 23-19 over the Norwell Knights. Brent Bales will pass it off to Vogel, who will try to pass it off to number 20, but it will be kicked back to him. He'll take the shot, that's no good, but rebound Norwell. Comes on the baseline, and a foul will be called on Carroll for reaching, it appears, and that foul will be on number 15 of the Carroll Chargers. Norwell will inbound the ball. That's the third foul on Carroll at the half, so no need to shoot free throws or anything. It'll be inbounded to Norwell's Cale Schum. He'll pass it off, and rebound taken away from like Corbin said, and to add insult to injury, he will let the shot score, and Norwell will get a free throw to go along with it. So chance for a three-point play for Norwell. This will be their first free throw of the game. And that is Austin Detmer on the line for the third point after shooting the layup.
Re-entering the Norwell lineup, 42, Drew Simons.
Vogel will come out of the game and be replaced by
Also re-entering the Carolina,
Jonathan McKeeman will come back in for the Carroll Chargers as Austin Detmer gets ready to shoot his free throw, and that's up and too strong, but he gets his own rebound. No one blocks out the shooter, gets the rebound again. Nearly stolen by Braxton Willis. A little bit of confusion there, but gets it back out to Norwell, back out on the top of the three-point line, and Brent Bales has the ball and passes it off to Detmer. Stolen by Braxton Willis, and Detmer will yank on his jersey, and that'll be a foul on Detmer. Only the third foul on the team, so Carroll will inbound it. That's the second foul on Detmer, who right now appears to be leading the Chargers, leading the Knights with 7 points. McKeeman will pass it off to Braxton Willis, gets it inside to number 45, but quickly guarded. Back outside and way off is the three-pointer for Freiberger. But Carroll rebounds it again. The shot is put up very quickly by Braxton Willis, and it's good. And Carroll will end the third quarter with a 4-point lead over the Norwell Knights. This is CSBN, Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the leader in Charger sports. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. We ran out of batteries on our equipment. We have missed the third quarter and most of the fourth here, but the Carroll Chargers lead by 16 points, 38-22, with just under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They have played very well in the second half after a slow offensive start in the first. Very good defense, keeping Norwell to only 22 points here late in the game. And they've kind of found their rhythm on offense, going down low instead of trying to shoot as many outside shots, because those are not falling tonight, unfortunately. But the inside presence is very strong, and they've been able to push the lead to 16 here in the second half. Back in the action here, that'll be a foul on Norwell's number 12, Vogel. And Carroll will shoot free throws as they are in the bonus. 1 and 1 will be shot by number 35 of Carroll, Blake Converse. And his first shot is up and good, and Carroll continues their streak. They've been perfect this entire game with free throws. Have not missed one yet. And the free throw is up and good, and they continue that streak. And the lead is pushed to 18, and this game has just gotten out of hand for Norwell. Carroll has just way outplayed them in the second half here. They've been unable to make really any shots, only scoring 9 points here in the second half, compared to Carroll's 24. And that is stolen by Braxton Willis, and he will go in for the wide open layup, and he'll make it. That'll push the lead to 20. 1:04 to go, and this game is pretty much over. But a foul will be called on Carroll, I'm not really sure what he was doing up in the backcourt. Get back on defense back this late in the game. So that'll be a foul on Freiberger, his second and team's 9th. And Norwell, will shoot the one in the bonus. And his first shot is up and good. And that is the first free throw that Norwell has made all game. They've had serious issues with getting those shots to fall, and maybe in this far away of a game it doesn't matter a whole lot, but in a close game situation you've got to have those free throws. Second shot is good as well, so that will add 2 more points to Brett Beer's point total, and the ball will remain with the Norwell Knights as it goes out of bounds on Carroll. Norwell will inbound the ball. And Chris Terry doesn't look like he's doing too well. Limping, trying to walk it off, but I don't think he's going to. And number 15 for Carroll will come in to replace him here at the end of the game. Chris Terry does not look too comfortable, but he is able to take himself off the court, so that's good. Ball will go into the backcourt to inbound it to Brent Bales, and he will go strong to the basket and be fouled. It's good to still see a little bit of fight in Norwell with 54.7 seconds left in this game and an 18-point lead for Carroll. But this game is pretty much over here, and it's been a pretty good one for Carroll. Brent Bales will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots, as Norwell is now in the double bonus. And the shot is no good as Norwell misses another free throw. Now you can just tell that those free throws just kill them a little bit. The looks on their faces, it's frustrating. Second shot is up and no good as well. But Norwell rebounds again, and that's been one problem with these missed free throws that Norwell has had, is they've gotten the rebound a lot, which is an issue for Carroll. Norwell will try to inbound the ball, but it's stolen by Braxton Willis, who will get it over to number 15. But he's double teamed and trapped, but fouled in the corner. And that'll be a foul on number 32, Cale Schum, number 33, Nathan Shelton of the Norwell Knights, and number 15 for the Carroll Chargers will go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. That's the first free throw that is missed by Carroll. Go all the way down to the wire to finally miss one. A three will be put up by Brent Bales, and he will make that. Excuse me, that is not Brent Bales. That is number 22, Brett Beer. And that will make the lead down to 15, but only 23 seconds left. I think it's a little bit too late for Norwell. That'll be the fourth foul on Brent Bales, and Carroll will go to the line to shoot the double bonus. The first shot is good. The second shot is put up, and it is no good. Norwell will take the ball back down the court for what appears to probably be one final play with only 13 seconds left. It will be passed off to number 30, Joe Rasdorf, and back off to Brent Bales. Over to number 33, Nathan Shelton, who will miss the three-pointer, rebounded by Braxton Wallach, and Norwell will let him run out the clock, and that is the end of this game. Carroll Chargers win the game by 16 points, 43-27. A very good game by Carroll JV basketball, and they will be able to add another win to their tally. They did some things very well today. Shooting outside was not necessarily one of them, but they were able to definitely press the ball inside and get some very good inside shots, strong moves inside by those players, and good ball control for the most part. Not a ton of turnovers, especially in the second half. There were some issues in the first half with that, but judging by the score, only a 3-point lead going into halftime, but a 16-point win. So Carroll picked it up in the second half, and good to see that resiliency. You have been listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Leaders, your leader in Charger Sports. Good night.
You've been listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.